advice would you give to someone that wants to apply or do an apprenticeship?
Why haven't you done it yesterday? I'm Ben and I'm an Associate Director. So I've just completed this year the Level 6 Financial Services Professional Apprenticeship. I left home at 16 and really at that point I didn't really think much about what a career looked like. I didn't really do that well in my A-levels, and then after the second year thought perhaps it was probably best to just start work, I guess what my parents would call a proper job at the time. Fast forward probably 6 years, I was 24 and I was enjoying my role, but I started to find it really challenging to actually kind of take that next step in my career. But then I was looking at internal vacancies and came across a role in our leverage finance team. It was doing an apprenticeship alongside that role. Applied for that, was successful in summer 2019 and never looked back really. I think what I enjoy most about working in finance is it's not necessarily about being good at maths, although that is part of your role, but there's a lot of problem solving in it. So your day will not look the same Monday to Friday, and it comes with more than just being good with numbers. It comes with actually learning more about legals. I think one of the things that surprised me was it's actually harder than I expected. So when I was in school, there was a lot of misconceptions about apprenticeships being easy and probably not fulfilling and probably not getting you very far, but actually in practice it was really difficult because you're working a full-time role and having to study at the same time. So whilst it's really rewarding, I think I was quite surprised that actually it takes real determination and hard work to not only do well in an apprenticeship but get through it and get to the end. So the support I received from Kaplan, first of all, we had pre-recorded lectures, but also live lectures with dedicated tutors, highly qualified people who, they weren't just reading from a textbook, they knew from experience, they'd worked in the industry, and also, they'd studied the qualification themselves. They also would review drafts early on. They would also do mock sort of assignments. There was a lot of dedicated tools online. So Kaplan have learning resources and learning portals. They also give you resources to help you to learn the best way you can actually learn. So for me, that was taking notes, flashcards, pre-recording, listening to it back in the car. That sounds really sad now, but it really helped at the time. They did a lot of classroom workshops, whether that be online or in person, and that didn't just centre around qualifications, but it centred around skills like communication and building those bits up to actually grow as a person. So when you did finish the apprenticeship, you were ready for the next level. So the proudest moment of my career in 2022, once I'd finished my Chartered Banker Institute qualification, they essentially take your results from your 4 modules and give you your sort of average result overall. And when they did that, they awarded me the highest mark for the 2022 cohort, so not just my cohort, but anyone studying with the Chartered Banker Institute, for the highest mark in the world, which was actually fairly surprising because I was never very academically gifted in school, but I think I was scared of failure. So whilst everyone would wait for the assignment to be assigned, I would probably just be really proactive and try and start it beforehand. It was sort of like imposter syndrome, like this isn't meant to be me here. This is meant to be someone else who's far more academically gifted. So I basically just wanted to give them everything I could to prove that I should be here. So yeah, I think the apprenticeship's probably helped me get over my fear of failure.
What advice would you give to someone that wants to apply or do an apprenticeship?
Why haven't you done it yesterday? Absolutely do it, go for it, and just give it your all, and in return it will give you everything you need to take your career forward.